In my previous video, I showed how to run Hermes Agent on a Raspberry Pi using Gemma 4 as the AI model. Overall, that setup worked fine for me, but there's always room for improvement. So I decided, first, to move Hermes Agent to a different machine, the ZimaBoard 2, and second, to replace Gemma 4 with the newly released DeepSeek 4. That way, I can also test its capabilities together with Hermes. I think you've probably already heard about it. Based on benchmarks, it delivers very strong results, and considering it also comes with a 1 million token context window, it might actually be capable of competing with models from Anthropic and Google. That's exactly what I want to find out today. Alright, let's move on to the practical part. First, I need to migrate everything from the Raspberry Pi to the ZimaBoard. I chose this machine because first, it's more powerful, and second, it has more of the ports I need. Another big advantage for me is that the ZimaBoard has a PCI slot. I plan to install an SSD there, which should significantly speed up the operating system compared to my current Raspberry Pi. For that, I bought a simple PCI to M2 adapter along with the SSD itself. Everything is very easy to assemble and install, so I won't dwell on that. Here's what the final setup looks like. Since both the heatsink and the SSD are very lightweight, they don't put any significant strain on the PCI slot. Alright, now I connect the computer to a monitor to check whether the SSD is recognized properly. By the way, here you can see the main specs of my ZimaBoard model. It's an N150 processor and 16 GB of RAM. Also, unlike the Raspberry Pi, the memory here is DDR5. Now let's check the SSD. Yes, it looks like it's detected correctly and the BIOS shows its full capacity. As usual, I'm going to install Ubuntu Server, since I don't need a graphical interface and will be interacting with the machine over SSH. Here's what the ZimaBoard looks like during OS installation, and here it is afterward. As you can see, only two cables remain, one for power and one Ethernet cable for connecting to the local network and the internet. Alright, everything seems to be set up now, so we can move on to Hermes Agent and DeepSeek. On my MacBook, in the terminal, I connect to the ZimaBoard and immediately launch Tmax. It's a terminal multiplexer and it's very convenient for working with sessions on remote machines. After reconnecting, you can resume exactly where you left off. Now I install Ollama to use DeepSeek 4. Since the model is very large and not yet available for download, I'll be using it via Ollama Cloud. Next, I install Hermes Agent. The installation, just like with Ollama, runs automatically with a single command, so there shouldn't be any issues. One important detail: during installation, Hermes Agent automatically installs the core tools and skills, so it's ready to use right after setup, which I really like. Here, I'll choose the quick installation, since I can always fine-tune things later. The main thing to specify right now is which LLM provider and model the agent will use. I select Ollama Cloud. Note that you'll need an account there and a generated API key. Now I choose the model, DeepSeek 4 Flash. Alright, I exit the installer, reload my shell config file so all the paths are updated, and launch Hermes Agent. On startup, it shows a nice splash screen and also lists the available tools and skills. I covered those in detail in my previous video, so I won't repeat that here. Now, to make sure everything is installed and connected correctly, I'll ask the agent what it thinks about itself. Okay, it responded, so everything is working as expected. Also, notice how it briefly described its key strengths. Not bad. Now it's time to properly test DeepSeek 4 and figure out whether I can use it for coding and how good it actually is. For that, I'll create a projects folder and clone my repository with standard test tasks for models. By the way, I'll leave a link to it in a pinned comment so you can experiment with it as well if you want. Since I haven't generated SSH keys on this machine yet, I can only clone via HTTP. Alright, I'll also install the ESA utility. I use it instead of the standard ls because it offers much better options for nicely formatted output. Next, I'll install NeoVim so I can fully use this machine from the terminal. And to avoid spending time configuring Vim manually, I'll install Astron Vim right away, which gives me a lot of extra functionality with a single command. Alright, now let's take a look at the first task I want to give to DeepSeek. It briefly describes a task to create a web page that visualizes 6 sorting algorithms. The key point is that the task is described quite abstractly. No step-by-step instructions, just the final result I want. This should be a good test of DeepSeek's ability to understand requirements and handle complex tasks. Oh, one more thing. I'll restart Hermes inside the project folder so it understands what it should be working on. Before that, it was running in the home directory. Okay, now I'll ask it to implement what's described in the task file. Hermes is thinking, but it's important to note that this is the first request after starting the agent, so it spends time initializing the necessary tools and skills before actually calling the model. Let's also check how much load this puts on the ZimaBoard. Oh, nice. It looks like this doesn't create any significant load on the machine. That's great because it means I'll be able to run additional workloads on it later. Alright, Hermes reports that everything has been implemented and written to a file. All 6 algorithms are there, along with the necessary controls for convenient visualization. Great, but let's verify that everything actually works as expected. I'll copy the file to my MacBook and open it in a browser. Okay, it looks really nice. Now let's test it. Yes, the sorting runs, speed control works. Awesome. I'll also quickly check the other 5 algorithms just to be sure DeepSeek 4 handled the task 100%. Yep, everything works. Excellent. Now I want to test our setup, Hermes plus DeepSeek, on a more complex project. This time the task is to build a web app for managing tasks. In other words, a full-featured to-do list. But here's the catch. The file doesn't describe the final result, only a set of tasks that, if implemented correctly, should lead to such an application. But before sending this task to DeepSeek, I want to show you one Hermes Agent feature that I really liked and now use all the time. It's planning. There's a dedicated command for it called plan. With it, you can first plan the implementation, then adjust the plan if needed, and only after that send it to the model for execution. In this case, the result is much better and more accurate than just executing the task directly. Alright, the agent has finished creating the plan. Let me download it to my MacBook and show you both the original task and the generated plan side by side so you can see the difference. Here I've opened both files. On the left is the task file I originally had and gave to Hermes. On the right is the implementation plan that Hermes generated based on those tasks. As you can see, the plan created by Hermes now includes an overall project goal, a defined context, and a step-by-step implementation strategy. Notice that each step isn't just a copy of my original tasks, it's a more concrete breakdown of how to actually implement each stage. At the end, it also includes a validation plan to check that everything was done correctly, along with specific points to pay attention to during implementation. Alright, the plan looks solid enough, so I tell Hermes to implement it. While it's working, I'll quickly check the system load again. Okay, everything looks good, just like before. No heavy load, great. While I was checking that, Hermes and DeepSeek already finished and saved the result into a file called todo.html. Alright, let's take a look. At first glance, everything looks great, but of course the real test will be in the browser. Alright, the app looks pretty nice. No errors. Marking tasks as completed works. Adding new tasks works without any issues. Deleting tasks is also fine. The counters for different task categories update correctly. Looks like DeepSeek 4 handled this project perfectly as well. Though I think Hermes also played an important role here by creating a solid implementation plan. Alright, so what are the conclusions from this test? First, DeepSeek 4 looks like a strong candidate for delegating at least medium complexity tasks. How it performs on more complex problems and large codebases is still unclear. I'll be testing that separately since it requires much more time. Second, Hermes Agent continues to impress me with its stability. I've been using it for a while now and I'll be releasing a separate video soon about how I use it, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. And third, one more thing worth highlighting today is that my new single-board computer, the ZimaBoard 2, also performed really well. I was especially happy with how easy it was to connect an SSD, the low temperatures, and the complete lack of driver issues. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next episodes. See you soon. Take care.